Welcome to Psychology Refresh. Today we're going to go over the top 12 signs you are an INTP. Make sure to watch each one and find out if you are doing it. INTP, which stands for Introverted, Intuitive, Thinking, and Prospecting, is one of the 16 personality types identified by a personality assessment called MBTI. This INTP is called Logician or Analyst, and it is one of the most unique personality types. If you think you are an INTP, dive deeper into your personality, learn what are your greatest traits, and determine how you can use them to increase your soft skills and achieve personal growth. Here are the top 12 signs you are an INTP. Number 1. You have a different perspective on life. People with this thinking disposition have a different way of ruminating on topics than the normal person. INTPs have distinct viewpoints, and the human mind in particular fascinates them more than other subjects. They want to figure out why things happen the way they do in the world and look for patterns. You'll recognize these characteristics whether you're an INTP-A or INTP-T. You'll notice how you think differently than everyone else and how no one appears to understand you at times. Number 2. You only open to specific people. You've noticed that, like the classic nerd, you've become more reserved and only able to open out to a select few people. You could be shy or simply retreat from those who don't know you very well. It doesn't imply you're not outgoing and enthusiastic. You are, in fact, eager and enjoy conversing. However, you are only able or willing to do so with a restricted group of people. These could be individuals who have similar hobbies or passions to you. With them, you become energized and enthusiastic. Number 3. You love abstract thinking. INTPs see the world as a complicated system that is made up of many interconnected components, just like any machine. And when they combine that with their abstract notions, they can come up with some incredible concepts. They are very adept at examining the various connections and judging how all of these disparate and unrelated things can come together to create something intriguing, which surprises the majority of those around them. If you are enjoying our content, please give this video a like, subscribe to our channel, and do not forget to turn on the notification bell. Number 4. You are often misunderstood. Because your reasoning side is internally concentrated, you're frequently underrated or overlooked for your genuine capabilities. People are more likely to notice your intuitive side with you. They'll notice how you develop ideas and alternatives, as well as how you can debate an issue from any perspective. Your razor-sharp logic, on the other hand, is frequently hidden in the background, shared only with people in whom you have complete trust. People may find you strange and difficult to nail down because your judgments are more internalized than overtly communicated. Number 5. You despise routine and boring tasks. You're the type of person who prefers not to do most of the day-to-day tasks. INTP usually dislikes squandering their time on chores and other mundane tasks. It's as if 98% of what others do in a way appears to them to be uninteresting and superfluous. For example, logicians have no desire to tidy their workstation or rearrange their belongings. You despise replying to all of your coworkers' emails since they are repetitive, non-creative, and monotonous. You prefer to spend your time like a genuine INTP, bringing your creative energies together and creating something new. Alternatively, you might come up with answers to existing difficulties in your life or at work. Number 6. You are not a fan of emotions. INTPs might become so engrossed in their own worlds and engrossed in reason and logic that they discount and ignore the feelings of those around them. Emotional matters and sentimental repercussions frequently perplex them, which is why they prefer to dwell on logic rather than feelings. They might also be condescending since they are highly proud of their logic and reasoning. They enjoy sharing their unique ideas, but they become irritated and pretentious when they are forced to dumb down their ideas for those who are not on the same page. Number 7. You love breaking things apart. INTPs are the type of personality who enjoys dismantling things and dismantling ideas that others take for granted. When you examine beliefs and concepts, you often get merciless with them and pay little attention to whether or not they are sacred. INTPs just don't comprehend how individuals can be so devoted to beliefs or ideas that are illogical or just plain wrong. When something appears unreasonable or lacks perception, you can only accept so much. This is also why it's so easy to upset people when you say exactly what's on your mind. If you are another personality type, such as an INTP, you would rarely notice this in yourself. Number 8. You have big goals, but you often procrastinate. INTPs are visionaries with vivid and active inner imaginations, and as a result, they frequently have lofty ambitions. They come up with a slew of new ideas and are genuinely enthralled by the various possibilities. While the INTP has lofty ambitions, motivation might be a challenge for them. When logicians fully immerse themselves in a task, they quickly become bored and lose motivation to complete it. Sometimes you probably can't seem to find the motivation to follow through on your wonderful ideas and plans, which can be stressful. Logicians are visionaries and incredibly creative people, and the world can be entirely open to them since they have so many options. While the INTP's brains and sense of reasoning can make them capable of almost anything, their attention span may be a stumbling block. Lacking the will to get down to business and accomplish these undertakings can be a source of frustration and hardship for INTPs. Number 9. You often feel underappreciated. In all of your dealings with people, you seek radical honesty. It's not your style to beat about the bush or walk on eggshells to make individuals feel at ease. You probably felt as if, no matter how hard you tried, you were always on the wrong side of the situation when you were a kid. Truth has a love-hate relationship with the majority of people. They want to be spoon-fed their truths with a large lump of sugar. If you constantly feel misunderstood or reprimanded despite your best efforts, this can be detrimental to your self-esteem. Number 10. You are certainly a nonconformist. You don't conform to the majority of what is thrown at you. For you, nonconformity is more of a natural state than a statement. INTPs usually can't help but perceive the world from that point of view. You have little regard for society's laws and regulations. You're the type of person who defies all societal conventions. Even if you are having trouble fitting in at school or at your job, you're more concerned with uniqueness and finding the correct answer to the questions. You don't have any preconceived notions or a plan for accepting the worldview. You cannot simply accept whatever is said or shown to you. Number 11. You have an endless stream of ideas. Am I an INTP? You may still be wondering. The easiest way to figure it out is to observe how your mind works. You might be an INTP if you have an endless stream of fresh ideas. They are looking for ways to transform an ordinary concept into something extraordinary. Nonetheless, their thoughts are continually drawn to the things that no one notices and how to change them into something beautiful that everyone would want eventually. Number 12. You are getting lost in your thoughts. Being an MBTI logician entails thinking about a lot of things. As a result, INTPs are prone to being distracted or separated from their environment. Dissecting information obtained would surely bring more joy to the Myers-Briggs thinker than accomplishing most things. Their brains are satisfied when they can comprehend issues that are incomprehensible to the typical person, which is why they spend the majority of their time engaged in this activity. You may have this personality type if most people regard you as distant on a regular basis. These videos will be really helpful for you.